family, and welcome back to another Motivational Friday with your boy Mel Wells, servant of the city of Philadelphia, servant of One Day at a Time. My even daughter don't want me to show, but she's on her way to school with her scarf on. Why? Because we always on the move, and we grateful for another day. Today we have a special, the VIP guest, the VIP of One Day at a Time, motivational speaker of the world, I say, Wallow 267 Wallow, my man. Listen, man, I love you, bro. When my mom passed away, Wallow was just so awesome, right? This is the first thing Wallow called me and said to me. I said, good morning, man. What's going on, bro? He said, listen, I got the news, but I want to tell you some news. I said, what is it, Wallow? He said, Mel, don't cry. You were made for this. You were created for this. And see, when he gave me that call, that did help me stand. And today I want to present, my motivational speaker to you, my big brother, the one who's always watching One Day at a Time back. And he came to give you a special message. Wallow did 20 years in jail. Wallow is a part of $1 million worth of game. Wallow has his own podcast with Gil. Wallow knows all the celebrities, but guess what? You are the most important people to my brother Wallow, so he wanted to come and drop some wisdom on you. Listen, get your notepads, write the things down, and welcome to the new year, 2021. Let's get ready to go to a whole nother level. I wish everybody massive success. Let's make it happen.
Oh, Dad family, what's up, man? What's happening, man? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a great, holiday season. They brung their New Year's in with a new mind, a new approach, and just new goals, putting new goals together. One thing I love about One Day at a Time, it's just a real family vibe, man. Everybody is a real family. When I come in there, the energy is just great. Everybody connecting and trying to figure it out. And just like myself, you just moments, you had them down moments where as though you don't know what's going to happen for you in life. And we come from a background of just struggle. And sometimes a lot of us can't get out of that. And I just be wanting people to know that everything and anything is possible if you're willing to put the work in. A lot of times we see things that we want in life. And even if you had a down moment, I just want to say something that's real important to everybody out there. You're better than what you're going through and you're not what you're going through. Because sometimes we get stuck in that and we'll be going through something and it'll be wearing us down and kicking us down that we forget the great person that we are. We forget where we might have been before we in that dark moment of life. And we start to take on that identity and we start to feel that that's us. We start to own that. Our approach start to be that. And we forget all about the extraordinary person that we are and the greatness that's in us because we just going through that dark moment. So let me say this again. You're not what you're going through and you're better than what you're going through if you're going through something at this moment. It's just a moment. Don't let this moment define your life. Don't say, okay, I'm going through a moment and now I'm that. No, don't become the moment. You're bigger than the moment. Your life is not a moment. Your life is a journey. Become the journey. And the journey is uphill, it's downhill, but it's growth. And it's taking accountability of the things and decisions that we make in life and taking accountability and say, you know what, let me take accountability of what I say I want for myself and let me put the work in order to be able to materialize the things that I say I want for myself. But you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. And sometimes in life, we be looking at different spaces. We be getting motivation from different spaces and whatever. So that's cool. But no matter which way you looking in life and know who you might see this person doing their thing or that person over there doing their thing, whoever doing their thing, what I need you to do is be thankful that you got that God. Be thankful that you got somebody that might come from the same struggle that you come from, that extraordinary struggle that took places in the ghettos of America, and they made it happen. So when you see them, don't look at them, please. When you look at them, do it. Let's all do each other a favor. Don't look at them and please do not let envy, do not let jealousy, do not let hatred slide into your heart and take over your body. Because when that hatred comes, oh man, it spreads. It spreads like cancer and it be all over. It just take over your body, your mind, your movements, everything you say. It just be laced with hatred. It be laced with envy. It be laced with jealousy. Don't let that be you. Don't let it take over your body and you no longer in control. You can't think. You can't think. You can't move unless it's based off of hatred and jealousy and envy. In life, some people did us wrong. Some people did us dirty. Some people didn't have our best interests at heart, led us down the wrong path, whatever. We got to get in the stage of forgiveness and we got to be understanding, not just forgiving. As we move forward, our movements can't be based off revenge because a lot of us, we just want to get back up, and when we get back up, our whole goal is to learn, you know what? I'm gonna flex on everybody. Just to get revenge. I'm gonna make everybody, whatever it may be. But you can't go that route. You got to be straight up. You got to embrace all your downfalls. You got to be thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful for the people that came in your life and introduce you to some new stuff. Because they introduce you to some new stuff because they introduce you to what you don't want to be. And they introduce you to routes you don't want to take. You know what I mean? With their stuff. So you got to be mindful of that. You got to understand that. And you got to be thankful of that. So don't be mad. Like, it's people that, when I was in prison, a lot of people that I thought was my friends, I risked my life, I risked my freedom for when I was free. A lot of them forgot about me. They ain't stopped past my grandma's house. They ain't doing it. And I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad because don't nobody owe me nothing. I'm never going to put the responsibility of my responsibilities on somebody else just because I was willing to put myself in a bad position by jeopardizing my freedom when I was on the street and doing things to get put in prison. So now my stuff out there, I'm not mad. I'm just thankful that that the people I thought that was even my friends or my associates or even my crime partner, that they showed me that they really wasn't on that for me and they really wasn't the best thing for me, which is cool and that's thankful. So you got to be thankful that. So while you going through whatever you're going through right now, don't be worrying about people. Don't worry about people. Just focus on always getting better and figuring out a way, how can I better myself? What can I do? What can I do every day to make myself better? Or what can I do to be introduced to the great person that lives inside of me? Because all of us have an extraordinary individual that lives inside of us. Some of us, our alarm clock come on different times, which is cool because everybody set their alarm clock. And some of in the life alarm clock, sometimes we can't set it. We might can't set that life alarm clock, but it's a clock that's setting this, and everybody alarm clock come on different. That alarm clock is the clock that's going to wake you up in life to say, you know what, I'm done. When you just wash your hands and say, I'm done. You know what? I'm going to stop trying to be slick. I'm going to stop trying to finesse. I'm going to stop trying to think that nobody knows what's going on. And I'm the first person that's running con or running game. So the people that I'm running game or con on, they don't know what's going on because I'm the first person in the history to do it. When that get out of your mind and just trying to cheat life, you can't cheat life. You can't finesse life. Because one thing about life going to be still here. When you're going, life going to still be here. Looking at all the tricks, looking at all the slicksters, life see everything. So you gotta be real about your approach and what you're doing in life. And you gotta be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna go at this and I'm not gonna play no games when I go at this. And like I say, never, no matter what goes on in your life, the victim stuff, don't play that victim. It's really about like at the end of the day, it's about accountability and not being a victim, because now we live in a world where, being a victim, victimization is the new hustle. Oh, I'm a victim. They did me wrong. And this, no. The blame game and no. We're all adults. We are humans, and we got to take responsibilities for our action. And accountability is the number one part of change, because you got to be able to say, you know what, I messed up. You got to lead with that. I messed up. And when you could do that and don't blame nobody for your actions and what you decide to do, that's when you're going to be, that's where you're going to be on the next level. And it's to the point now where it's like me, I call myself the excuse killer. I kill excuses. I've been to jail my whole life. I've been to juvenile facilities my whole life. I come out of jail, I'm on parole. Okay, what that got to do with anything? Okay. I'm not going to make no excuses about yesterday. I'm not going to make I can't do this because I can't do. Listen, man, I got a phone. I got energy. I could breathe. I could do anything. Ain't no excuses today. Like today, you ain't even we're in a place now where excuses like the new finesse. It's like a finesse now if you got an excuse. It's like you finessing. And ain't no listen. And one thing about it, ain't no finessing your blessings. You can't finesse what's supposed to come to you. You see what I'm saying? You can't finesse it. What's going to come to you is going to be based off of hard work. And it's going to be based off accountability. That's what it's going to be based off. It's not going to be based off playing the victim and making excuses. Oh, I can't. Oh, how you making excuses? God put everything on the planet for you to make. They gave you all the tools in order to win in life. Why you don't want to connect with the tools? Now, if you can't connect with the tools, it's based off your energy. It's based off your approach. It's based off your mouthpiece. It's based off of them. Them the things is blocked. So what you need to do is you need to reevaluate your approach. And that's what I had to do when I went to jail. You see what I'm saying? I had to reevaluate what I was doing out there. And I had to reevaluate the way that I speak to people, the way I look, the way I approach people. All that stuff had to be reevaluated. And it's just like, man, when I look at us, especially, I don't care what you're going through. When I see somebody out there and they struggling right now, I'm looking at them. When I see them, I'm seeing everybody that I just came across in my life, my old heads, my family members, everybody I know that was struggling once and how they came back. And it was just unimaginable, whereas though they come back was so strong. It was so strong that you never even know they had that struggle in them before. You never even know that they was that person. I'm talking about I had people that was my OGs that was at the bottom of life. They was at the bottom of life and they got back up. They got back up because you know what? They dealt with their stuff and they took the accountability and they reevaluated their life. They reevaluated all that. And when they did that, they was out of here. It changed the whole game. Changed the game. So, you know, we in a part, we in, you know, in a place now where it's like, man, we just got to get back up. And I'm telling you to get back up. If you're going through something, get back up. And what you're going through right now, you're going to get through. I want to say something, you know what I mean? And this is important to me, and I want to share something with you. My 3 books. I'm giving everybody that's watching this my 3 books, my collection. I did these 3 books during the quarantine. You know what I mean? The Mind of Wallow 267, Part 1. The Mind of Wallow 267, Part 2. And The Mind of Wallow 267, Part 3. This just came out. I want to give these to y'all because there's a lot of tools in here, man. There's a lot of things in here that I know y'all can use. Just daily reads in your journal. I mean, and you're doing your journey when you're chilling or whatever. I want y'all to have these, right? All 3 of my books, man, because like we family, man. And if we don't lift each other, who gonna lift us? We don't believe in each other, who gonna believe in us? And I want to give a shout out to some special people, right? I want to give a shout out to Reverend Wells. I want to give a shout out to my man. You know, first of all, Reverend Wells, I heard some great things about him from my, you know, my grandmother and all that. He was an extraordinary individual, man. And I'm glad that he was able to leave a beautiful legacy for his son, you know, to be able to carry, man. And he's carrying it well. Mel, you're extraordinary, brother Mel. Keep doing what you're doing every way possible. You always got my support. What I like about you and what I love about you is that you are action. And you really making an impact. Some people out here, you know what I mean? They talk about doing, you just be doing. And the thing I love about you, Mel, you just be doing when you don't even know what you're doing, but you just know that you're doing, and the doing to figure out what you need to be doing. And that's everything. You do a lot of stuff that people don't even see. They might see certain things, but a lot of times people don't understand. When Mel is showing you things, he's showing you things to encourage others in our community, let you know this is cool to do this, you can do it. He not showing you to brag or boast or try to look, popular. No, that's not his. No, I done seen this dude too much for people. And I'm gonna just say this to you, Mel. I need you to keep being you. I need you to keep being raw. I need you to keep being just raw and to just like straight to the point with the people. Because the people need you to be that way in order for them to deal with their stuff. You know what I mean? You just never stop giving. I don't even have to tell you that. You know what I mean? Never stop giving. You know what I mean? And I'm just thankful that we have brothers like you that help the people that the world forgot about. Keep being this. And this group right here, I want to dedicate this to Mama Wells. Now, Mama Wells, you know, she moved to a new location. Still there. You know, all y'all can talk to her whenever you want to. You know what I mean? Feel free. But extraordinary woman. Every time I see her, she smiles, she laughs. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. She just like, you know, I'll be bouncing around. So we connected because she knew I was crazy. Like most of the older women, they know like, wow, I look crazy. That boy crazy. That boy, and like, you know what I mean? They know, but it's like, I'm just thankful that we was blessed. I was be able to meet Mama Wells and was blessed to be a part of her presence out here on this earth. But we got to continue to hold on to Reverend Wells and Mama Wells. We got to continue to push on. And we got to continue to preserve the legacy of one day at a time. One day at a time has helped so many people. And when you leave one day at a time, when you go on with your life and you got your things, continue to mention them. Continue to push, continue to direct the people that might be going through a rough time in the right direction, or one day at a time. Because, you know, just like if anybody know, I know, being in prison, I had to embrace and deal with one day at a time to get to where I'm at today. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. God gonna test you, then he gonna bless you. But when they're testing you, stick in there. Don't give up. Never stop believing. It's just life.
Who that? Who that?